Mykayla, isn't this your first interview ever?
Well, yes. I think. I'm not a very interesting person. Well,
that's a lie. Literally, you could make a YouTube channel full of story times of crazy ass situations. And
I mean, like, here's the thing. I can't. If
you aren't. Look, she literally has a rodent's hand in
it's
her.
a raccoon foot. A rodent's hand.
She says, "I'm not an interesting person," and then takes out a raccoon's foot out of her pocket.
It's so cute, right?
Ew. Hey y'all, so I interviewed one of my closest friends, Mykayla. She is an amazing digital artist, and like, I've known her for a long time. We were friends in high school. She was my roommate in college, and we have literally watched each other grow artistically and as humans. So yeah, today I'm gonna be showing y'all this interview, and I'm so happy that we were able to do this.
I was the ASMR bitch from her first video.
Yeah. She put me on. She's responsible for putting me on to ASMR.
You're welcome.
You changed my life.
You're welcome. I told you that everyone just needs to find their own.
I be trying to tell people that, and no one listens. Like, everyone's just like, no, it's just weird.
You just have to find your sound. You just have to find your triggers. Is it crinkling? Is it bubble wrap? Is it, the whispering, the role plays, whatever. There's ASMR for everybody.
I genuinely believe that too. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about her. She makes amazing art. I'm about to put y'all on.
I mean, you may put them on, but like, there's nowhere for them to really see it after that because I don't post on Twitter much anymore.
I'm gonna force her to make herself more visible so that you guys can have access to the beautiful things that she creates.
Oh man, I just draw D&D, my mans. D&D and furries.
I'm not even into D&D like that, and I'm affected by your art a lot.
Oh, well, that's so sweet.
Let's get started.
My ankle's ashy.
Oh god. You're gonna be in the video.
I don't think anyone can see.
Should I go put lotion? You don't think? Alright, I'll just put a filter on.
A lotion filter?
I'm so excited. Y'all, her art style, I'm not even gonna say nothing else. I'll just let y'all see.
Don't hype me up like that.
So, Mykayla, who are you?
Me?
If you would just describe yourself, obviously your name is Mykayla, but just things you identify with, stuff like that. Like, who are you?
Who am I? I think I'm a bunch of rats in human skin. Admittedly, I know this isn't what you wanted for your YouTube video, but that's probably my honest, authentic self.
That's what I want.
So my honest...
Tell the people.
Okay, so I'm a bunch of rats in human skin. Truly just a corpse that came to life and roamed this earth. Not really that clever, so I can't think of that many funny things to say, but reality is I am truly a goblin meant to haunt this earth.
A goblin meant to haunt this earth?
Yeah, my parents boned and I was born, and so here I am.
What type of art do you make?
Okay, so typically I'm a digital artist, and like I said before, I usually do D&D art, Dungeons and Dragons. That progressed, well, Initially and still currently, I'm a furry artist. I like to draw animals. What can I say? They're cute. It's fun. Lion King is a furry movie. Fight me about it.
I never thought of it that way, but it is.
Are you serious?
I never thought of it that way until you said it.
Lion King is genuinely just furry Hamlet. Kills his dad. Well, didn't kill his dad. Someone's dad died. Same difference. Same exact story, you know? I rest my case. But, so I'm a digital artist typically, mostly drawing. I'm very self-indulgent. I think at my core, I'm a self-indulgent artist. I draw nothing but my own characters and maybe sometimes fan art. So that's why I say that you have, like, that creativity in heaps and loads more than I. Because I can't really just draw people. Like, I don't do that. I don't just draw to draw for the sake of it. It's like, there's usually some kind of emotional, sentimental piece that I just want to throw my love at in that visual form, and that's the only way I know how.
That's pure self-expression, though. You're doing what you want to do.
True.
So, like, when did you start?
I started ever since I could hold a pencil, really. At the end, like, from what my parents tell me, or parent has told me, it's, definitely, ever since I was, like, a kid, I'd be babbling or whatever with my crayon and my little pencil and whatever, and from then on, I just didn't stop. Like, sure, I may have my lapses, like, my months or weeks that I don't draw at all, but, from then on, it's pretty consistent. Pretty consistent since then.
What was your art like when you first started out compared to now?
100% animals, not a single person to be seen. I didn't care about drawing people. I didn't want to draw people. Animals only. And it was dogs too. I didn't like cats for a long while, so it had to be dogs or anything else. And then I watched Bolt. And then I started to get a little attached to cats. So Bolt was about the dog with like that white dog with the lightning bolt, and he felt that he had power. I recommend everybody watch Bolt at least once in your life.
So what was it like when you like started making art and realized you really liked it a lot?
I don't think I ever had a point where I at least remember where I was just like, I like art. It was just a thing that I always did. And so with being an artist, that just ends up becoming part of your personality, becoming part of your identity to everyone else. And so it was only kind of natural for me to kind of proceed and be like, I'm an artist, yeah, like I draw, and people call me an artist, so that's what I am. And it got to the point that I went to art school. We went to the same school.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay, I went in for psychology. Didn't change.
Why did you go in for psychology?
Okay, because I'm really sad, and so I thought I could get a degree in sad, and so I could, like, help my friends and help others, but in a much more professional, educated manner. And then I got there, and I was like, I hate writing papers, and so I stopped immediately. It was like, maybe I don't need a degree in sad.
Yeah, we were roommates. Me and our friends, like, we were really trying to convince her to become an art major because her art is literally so nice. And we were like, you would love it, but, like, being an art major also sucked. Like, if you're in college and you're majoring in something, you can't get out of it sucking. Like,
yeah, no, art fucking blows. That's the best thing about art. That's the fun thing about art. It is the best and worst thing you're ever gonna fucking do.
Oh yeah, you said being an art major sucks.
You said being an art major sucks, and I piggyback on that.
Oh yeah.
So, oh man. Why did I think I could do two things at the same time?
You tried to do both psychology and art, right?
No. Okay, so what happened was that I went in for psychology, realized that I don't want to write papers, and I hate doing that. I have never finished a research paper ever in my life. I, in fact, unlearned how to read because of that experience. And so, because you don't need to know how to read for art, I decided, let's be an art major. I didn't submit my portfolio, and I didn't actually change my major the entire 3 semesters I was there.
Wait, you never changed it?
No,
I don't know
did
why
not.
I thought Eric made you change it.
Okay, no, here's the thing. Everybody told me to, and I was trying to. I was just really lazy and put it off a lot. Because at the end of the day, I was taking all of the art classes anyways. I just wasn't on paper as an art major. So by the time I switched, I would have switched it. I would have been fine. I was doing my gen ed to my art classes, but there wasn't another semester after that. I was academically dismissed. Not once, but twice. So,
That's just how life goes.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have started with 17 credits of trying to do 17 credits my first semester. Maybe that was a bad idea.
Lot, Mykayla.
Maybe that was a bad idea, maybe, just maybe I should have done my assignments, maybe, just maybe.
But you live and you learn.
You live and you learn, and I learned that I got scammed.
Some things are not for everyone.
Definitely not the college that I went to.
But it was definitely an enriching experience.
It was. I got my money's worth out of the friends I got out of it, so that was fine. So I would have paid more for that kind of experience. So it was worth it. But it sure costs a lot of money. Sure, the school was kind of cheap, but, college in America sure ain't cheap.
That's true. And I feel like one of the great things about being an artist is the type of friends that you make.
Oh, yeah, no, art friends are mad fucking funny. That's the thing with art friends, especially, I just need, if you, okay, so take your favorite artist online or whatever. I can assure you their friends probably might not know their last name. Might not know their phone number. They might not pay attention to when they post. Art friends are really funny because I look at cool artists online and I think I want to be their friend so bad. And then I have to remember, art friends kind of, sort of, don't really give that fuck a look. They care about art, but in a funny way. How do I explain this?
I also feel like people who do art spend a lot of time alone.
Yeah.
Usually.
That's because artists are fucked up in the head. So many of them. That's why we turn to art, for that sake of expression that we're bad at with words, a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cat. So.
The cats are distracting.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were, some of the best moments in your art journey?
In my art journey, probably getting my digital pad first. First getting a digital art pad was truly, I was fiending for so many years. And then I finally got one when I was 13, 14, I think. Around 13, 14, I'd say 14. And from then on, I was digital the entire way. Fuck. I was, for one, digital. Prior to that, I would use the trackpad. So I find, the trackpad on a laptop or whatever, the mouse.
That's what you used before you had your drawing pad?
Yeah, that's what I would use first.
So did you always do digital?
I did digital for about 3 to 4 years before I got that trackpad. So it was about, I've been doing digital since I was about, I'd say 11 to 12.
That's a long time.
Exactly. So I've been doing digital for a long time. So that was one, getting a digital trackpad. Any digital artist can tell you that, really. I feel like that's shared amongst most all digital artists. That trackpad changes your life. Changes your life, changes you as a person. Makes you better as a person. So, makes you less angry as a person. Because using anything other than a goddamn
I don't know anything about digital art. What is trackpad?
Okay, so the trackpad is I think that's what it's called. Trackpad is the digital art pad that you're using. I think with trackpads they don't have the screen.
Okay.
Because I think otherwise they're called drawing tablets. I'm not sure. I'm no expert. I just draw sometimes,
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. The second one would be Ray's class.
I probably have to cut that out, but his class.
I think you could keep it in, but you would dox us. maybe if someone wants to look. I don't think anyone's gonna look. It's fine. So no. Yeah, no, his class actually did change a lot.
No, I'm telling you, classes, like, your art style will definitely change and improve.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say it's just bad. Like,
no,
I
since
learned so much.
Bro, since we've left, it's gotten bad. And it was even.
What do you mean? It's because they don't have any money.
No, yeah, they're burning through money. Like,
I don't want to bash.
I do.
On my YouTube channel.
I'm gonna do it because I don't go there no more, and I still owe y'all money. So no matter what, fuck you guys. Except for that one lady at the financial office. She was really nice, super sweet, because I owed them, like, mad money. But she was really nice about it. We love her. We thank her every day.
I'm cutting all of that out, Mykayla.
Wow!
I'm not putting stuff to my YouTube channel. I already talked bad about that one professor who gave me that F.
Okay, because Scion's channel is made for love, peace, and tranquility, she's gonna cut out my very passionate and true rant about the school. So, that, like, life-size self-portrait, hell experience, but it was unfortunately really, really useful. Like,
it was unfortunately useful.
It was unfortunately really useful. Like, I drank enough 5-hour energies completing that I felt my organs vibrate. 5-hour energy will give you nerve endings where you should not have them. It's kind of wicked.
I remember staying up 3 days at a time.
Be like, yeah, no, make sure that you have the upper body done. Like, yeah, make sure you grit it out on Monday. I want the upper body done on Wednesday and the lower body by, like, Friday. And then fine-tune that for the rest of the semester.
But it helps. Like, it has to be that way. How else would we grow?
I felt like a concrete daisy. Really struggling out there. But we did it. It got done.
So, like, what were your worst moments?
Worst moments? I would say my entire art career prior to getting that trackpad, it was just, like, who let me say anything online? Oh god. Like, 13-year-olds are so much cooler, like, now and funnier than, like, they were back when I was 13. Or it could have been just me. 'Cause, like, oh god, I didn't know how to behave online. I was very cringy. I still am very cringy, admittedly. But, so I would say my art career prior to that, just because I was just so kind of focused on wanting to be friends with certain people. So I would, like, put, like, hours into just drawing, like, pieces for, like, these people that I didn't actually know, but I was desperate to be their friend, and that's what I thought it was. So, by spending a lot of time doing that, I could have been, like, focusing my energy on other things. Not that those people weren't cool, but maybe I could have. Getting kicked out kind of sucked. Like, on the other hand, I'm glad that it happened because my life is going fine just now, and I appreciate where it's going and not in a art career direction. But not being able to take a few more art classes probably was detrimental. I was looking forward to still learning more. And then I think losing all my sketchbooks from childhood. I think that kind of sucked. Because there's a lot that, like, to all artists, definitely look through your old sketchbooks. That at the end of the day, not gonna lie, to be 100% honest, looking through your own sketchbooks is the number one way to make your confidence boost go up. It's cringeworthy, definitely, but at the end of, not to say at the end of the day again, as if the world's gonna end within 24 hours. The only one that you can actually compare, that really matters about comparing yourself to, is yourself. And so seeing your own improvement, just does wonders. It just does so many wonders. You get to see where you've struggled, you get to see where you lack, what you should improve on, and you get to look at your own art with, like, fresh eyes, which is a very rare experience. because you're the one who draws it so much. But after a couple years, now it's kind of you can separate yourself a little bit because you can't draw, because you don't draw that way anymore. So you know how to do better than that. So that's not specific, but I, as a not that dedicated to artist, little fake artist here, that's what I would consider low points.
I don't know why you consider yourself a fake artist. Just because you don't make art consistently, that doesn't mean you're a fraud or that you're not a real artist.
Thank you. It's just weird to call myself that, and then like I'm around you and you actually have all these pieces and all this art, and this is like more than I do. And
y'all don't understand, like, I feel like using art as an unhealthy coping mechanism to life.
What do you mean?
I don't even know if I want to elaborate. Like, I will ignore things that I need to address and just make art.
Oh, I just wish I had the dedication that you have to doing it. Because at least it's doing something, you know? It's an expression in some way, whether it's for good or for bad, like you're still doing something.
It makes me feel productive, I guess. And I accomplished a lot of shit today. I did these drawings. So, what's your inspiration?
My inspiration is other artists for sure. My friends' art, all my friends' art, because I just eat it up. Let's see. It's mostly from other artists. I don't take as much inspiration from life and whatnot, and more. I really should. I should do more life studies. I would be a better artist, maybe a realer one if I did. But no, I take it from. Like, I go on Pinterest a lot. Unfortunately, I used to be so against it, but
I love Pinterest. I know it's bad, but. Right?
The art theft on Pinterest is insane. It's so bad, and I don't like that, and I don't want to support that. But it's such a good tool. Like, the different boards you can make, the different art that you see on there, like, it's so good, and I don't know any other alternative. So, unfortunately, I'm on Pinterest a lot, and I have a lot of boards, and I have boards for OCs, I have boards for just sport poses and everything like that, inspirational art, other artists, 100%.
How would you describe your art style?
My art style is, it's a hodgepodge, mishmash, stolen from my friends. My favorite type of art style is a very simple but not. As in very good, complex anatomy, but done with simple line work and whatnot. Not like just anatomy, but details. That's just like the lines are placed meticulously. Like there's the bare minimum amount of lines kind of needed to show like a lot of detail. And it's a hard style to produce, but when it's done really well. And so. Kitty.
The cat is over there being distracting.
So, let's see. And that's not the style I have. I just wanted to talk. So just rant about that a little bit. Because my style is pretty much the exact opposite, where I just cram a lot of fucking detail in there because I can't help myself. My art style is I cannot help myself. I don't know how to draw any other way. I hate line art, but I do a lot of it. Line art takes the most amount of time for me. I enjoy coloring, but I don't know color theory. It's self-indulgent, and I don't know any other way. That is my art style.
And what message are you trying to... Okay, I guess this is a layered question, because I want to know, like, if there is a message that you're trying to get through to people to your art, what is it? And if not, like, please explain if your art is just for yourself, like your own therapy, or is there a bigger message that you're trying to say?
Okay, so like I said before, my art is very self-indulgent. It is for me, pretty much first, foremost, and only. I think that in and of itself can be a message. Like, I don't branch out too much in the stuff that I do. A lot of times just character portraits, and maybe sometimes I might go crazy, might add a little background in there, a little pattern. But for the most part, it's just kind of character portraits, them existing, just to showcase what they look like, and I think that's perfectly fine, to be honest now. Like, I've been calling myself a fake artist, but I've been trying to become more comfortable and accepting of the way that I don't strive too hard for greater, because I don't think I need to. It's a hobby for me.
It's just natural.
Exactly. I don't know how to draw any other way, and I don't study too hard to, because at the end of the day, it's just for fun. It's just for me. I fuck around and find out, and that is my message for everyone. You should all fuck around and find out. Just don't be afraid to be bad at something. Just do it. Just do something for the sake of doing it. That is completely fine. It's completely natural. It is very human to just want to create, to express. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, gorgeous, whatever. Just do it. Walk around and find out.
Create something, even if it's ass.
Precisely. Create it for you. And if you want to share that, go ahead. But also always note that at the end of the, like, at its core, it has to be for you before anything else.
It's so interesting because you were saying like your art is for you, but one thing that I think gives a powerful message is how when you draw, you represent like all different body types. Like, it's not just like the beauty standard, you know, like, and you represent all different types of people, and I just think that itself is very powerful because, like, that just doesn't happen, like, especially not it's not a mainstream thing, at least.
I got whore eyes with a pure heart. It's because I find a lot of different like body types really pretty. Not just like the conventional conventional bodies. Because here's the thing, like, I've been told I have the conventional, like, conventionally attractive body type, and I'm not gonna deny it. But on the other hand, it's just like, that's always made me more curious and more intrigued by other bodies that aren't mine and don't look like mine. And so I find a lot of, like, what people call, like, oh yeah, these are all these different body types. It's like, yeah, because, like, they all exist out there. They're all gorgeous. So I like to draw those different types. I don't want to draw, like, just the conventional ones, because, like, I can look in a mirror and see that, and it's like, I don't know how to say that without sounding like some kind of dick, but it's just like, I think the human form is inferior to, like, eldritch beings and shit and, like, cryptids, but different body types are beautiful, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think Mothman is peak gorgeousness. Like, eldritch horrors, gorgeous. Different human body types, second best, I guess.
Well, Mykayla, this interview has been amazing. Do you have anything else you want to add? I don't have any more questions.
Anything to add? Fuck around, find out. Don't be afraid to be bad at things. Pineapple on pizza is superior. Pineapple and mushroom on pizza is superior.
It's
superior. And be gay, do crime. Any other way? I hate line art, but I do a lot of it. Line art takes the most amount of time for me. I enjoy color.
Go best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend.
And I look like I just hit the lottery.